Hello Cancers, this is the Tarot Queen Jamila. I'm here to do your Archangel Raphael Healing Lovers reading for November 2016. So this is going to be a 6-card spread, and so this will be for lovers, twin flames, soulmates, or people in relationships, or whatever you call your significant other, babe, boo, whatever. And so I thought I would do these readings this month because I'm just sensing that there's a lot of people that are going through changes in their relationships. And so I've got my moonstones right here, and here's another one right here. And so those are really healing, and they symbolize female energy. And then I've got my moth right here, and he normally sits on my altar. Okay, so that's why I know you're like, why does she have a dead bug? He's actually not dead. He's actually quite alive. Like, it's amazing how we found him like that. So he symbolizes vulnerability, determination, concealment, attraction, subtlety, intuition, and faith. So, and as far as the moonstone, I get the sense that there's people with just a lot of anxiety. Like right before I started these readings, I just was feeling just, this heavy anxiety. So this is about opening your heart and nurturing. I feel like the moonstone, the energy from that definitely helps and, calms you down. It's also a fertility crystal. And it will boost your fertility, Cancer. So just to let you know, it's connected with love and eroticism and stimulating Kundalini energy. So Archangel Raphael is definitely the angel that's in the totem, at least for today's reading. But I feel like this is the bracelet that I wear for him. So anyway, I'm just going to get started. Thank you so much for clicking on the link. Make sure that you click the subscribe button. And if you want a personal private reading, or if you need other spiritual services like spell work, authentic spell work, ritual work, you can contact me. My info is in the video description box. All right. So this is just a general reading for all. Doesn't mean that it is going to resonate with everybody. I've been forgetting to mention that. I mean, this is a healing spread. If I'm not, spot on with what I'm talking about, then maybe the reading is just not for you. And I'm sorry. I'm trying to grab another. Okay. And I don't know what my baby did with my tones. He's always messing with them. Anyway, all right, sorry about that, guys. I think the baby just decided he was going to do something to interrupt this reading tonight, because he surely did not want to say goodbye to mommy to get this reading done. And guys, I'm sorry, I just don't have the time to do a lot of editing, so I'm sorry about all of the fluff and the talk. But I gotta do what I gotta do, because and that's not a tea light, but that's fine. All right. Sorry guys, gotta get this set up. It's important. Okay. All right, so let me just let this finish, Cancer. So all right, so I'm just going to call to the spirits for the Cancers, and these are those born under Cancer for the month of November 2016. And of course, Archangel Raphael is here for these readings. So what we want him to guide us to is, we're going to see if you have the ability to self-heal your relationship. Is there any blockages in communication? What blocks the communication? What is slowing down the healing between you and your partner? And advice and then outcome in the near future if you follow the advice. Okay, so it's definite valuable guidance from the heavens. Okay, so all right, I'm sorry, they just want to shuffle because there's something that I am trying to think of that I was gonna say. This is especially important for like twin flame couples. That's what I was going to say. All right. All right. So, Cancer. First of all, your ability to self-heal. Four of Cups comes up in this position. I think what this says is that currently in your partnership, right now what's going on is distance. I feel like there is an ability to self-heal. And I feel like even at a distance, because the Four of Cups is a connection. This is where somebody's probably kind of sad, missing each other, got some disappointment, some regret, just kind of thinking. Also, there is some sort of within your relationship, Cancer, to where there's some inhibitions, you know, and so it could be female energy, you know, or either it could be the masculine energy. But I'm just seeing that currently, maybe just for this month, I feel like, you know, the inhibitions and, you know, distance. But as far as what Archangel Michael wants you to know about this Four of Cups, is that there is distance, and you know, there is healing within the relationship. I can see that, but there's this distance. Okay, and it just says to me that there's something that's, you know, keeping, you know, the emotions sort of apart. Now, whether or not that's physical distance or, you know, something else going on. Okay, so, you know, I feel like definitely with the four there is a balance, because, you know, I feel like with that Four of Cups, what I was going to say about it is that it's general sadness because of distance, you know, because of physical distance usually, but it can be some sort of depression, doubt, fear somewhere in the relationship currently, you know. And then as far as scars, you know, it's you need to take a new approach to healing also. Okay, something is wrong within that. So I feel like there's definitely some sort of emotional scars in the relationship. I feel like you definitely do have the ability to heal even from a distance. But I feel as though there's possibly, with the Page of Wands, you know, in the meantime, there's a tendency to maybe possibly be verbally abusive with the Page of Wands coming up. Okay, so maybe the masculine energy in the relationship could possibly, you know, be verbally abusive, or maybe both. Maybe the female energy, you know, maybe you're just sending that energy back and forth to each other. So definitely looks like a strong connection. You got all tens and then a Wheel of Fortune. So that's pretty good. Very strong relationship. A lot of, you know, even numbers. What's blocking the communication, again, like I said, is the problem that you're dealing with is possible. Um, I feel that it is, aggression, some sort of emotional aggression that comes out through the communication. I feel like, because the page is a messenger, I feel like you mean one thing, but because of your inhibitions, you say another thing, or either your partner is doing that. So you kind of need to just say what you mean and mean what you say. If you love this person, if you miss this person, let them know. And, don't feel ashamed of that ever. Don't let anybody make you feel ashamed of your feelings for somebody that you love. So, I kind of get that vibe in this reading too. So yeah, this right here, just represents, what is blocking the communication. And with that fire energy, this is really fast energy. This is energy that, could possibly burn somebody, maybe just with your words. Because I do see the distance and the communication. I feel like a lot of you Cancers are involved with someone that, either you're distant in location, or currently, or this month, there's been some distance in just the general emotions in the relationship. Another thing that you want to avoid is that, you need to know, that when your partner is going through something, that you just need to be there for them. So I get the sense that there's a heavy burden with this Ten of Wands that's currently on your relationship right now, Cancer. I feel like it's career, it's family, it's some sort of conflicts within, all at once. Also, I feel the energy of you and your partner, feeling very strongly about your careers, and almost to the point where it's connected to your identity. And so it could be that with this Four of Cups, there's one partner that is really, really feeling very down, and has really got some heavy burdens. And, I feel as though what you want to avoid doing is not giving your support right now. Right now, I feel like the support for each other in general is needed, more so on the masculine side as well. So, okay, sorry. I had to drink water. So one thing that it is in the spirit for you is this Wheel of Fortune. So this is what is ahead of you, or around you, or maybe an action that you're taking, is the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like there's this completion that you feel within your relationship that actually, I feel like there's a lot of blessings that are currently coming. And, whatever it is, there's some changes being made. There's some fortunate events happening with this Wheel of Fortune. So it could be any number of things. I feel like a lot of you Cancers do have some things going on, but I feel as though with all these tens, you have a lot of fortunate things going on this month as well. Sorry about that little allergy attack. It's like I get allergy attacks when I do readings, and I feel like it's the spirits trying to say something, anyway. So I feel like you've got a lot of blessings, and there's a lot of good fortune in there. Also fertility. That's typically a fertility card. This right here, just some advice. Sorry, see how, hold on. See how he's alive? I feel like because he's, okay. Ten of Pentacles right here. This is about building a strong, stable foundation, a strong home. You know, I feel like some of you Cancers could be possibly maybe making some purchases or something, something to do with money. And so this is like action or advice. So Ten of Pentacles is about having a strong family bond and tradition. It's all about following tradition, okay? And some sort of, so just, you know, making sure that you keep in mind whenever this card shows up, this is more so a relationship that follows tradition, you know? So, also it's about money and finance or whatever. It's also about maybe emotional stability as well, just total and completion, you know, total completion and happiness. Okay, so the Ten of Pentacles is also a card of like a happy family. Okay, so I feel as though the action that you need to take is to just, you know, make sure that you pay attention to the security, not just financial security, but, you know, making sure that you literally take the security of your family, your home, you know, the traditions, your values, you know. I feel like that's really important this month. So your outcome in the near future, you got the Ten of Cups. So that's just a really very, very happy card. Next to this Wheel of Fortune, it could mean a new addition to the family. You know, maybe you're going to find out you're pregnant. Maybe you're going to get a dog. Maybe you're going to just feel total completion. Definitely you've got some cycles that you're completing this month. Okay, so, you know, this reading definitely resonates with me a whole lot. And I feel like general overall with all these tens this month, I mean, the month is already gone, but, you know, I mean, I guess this reading doesn't necessarily have to be just for November. This can just be for 2016, to be honest with you. So I might change that, you know, just because, you know, even though this is only 6 cards. So I feel as though if you take the advice, which honestly, I feel as though it's really, you know, I feel like this is important, and I feel as though like also, you know, communicating, possibly more openly. You know, right now there's a lot of things that have not been said that need to be said. You know what I'm saying? Just a lot of, you know, maybe things being held back, you know, and plans being held back too, you know. But I feel like this is in the past, and I feel like this is where maybe this is coming up currently to where maybe you could be dwelling on something, or maybe this could be some, I feel like Archangel Raphael is just kind of telling you what is hurting your relationship, you know, what is causing the continuous distance also is the wounds that you're not allowing to heal, you know, and it's because, you know, this fire energy, there's this, you know, I mean, the Page of Wands could be coming up as, you know, just some sort of negative communication that is, you know, that is stopping the ability to heal each other, you know. So I feel like that's especially important for twin flames. Page of Wands is also about, you know, some sort of, you know, physical, you know. So the Page of Wands could be your, you know, partner could also, you know, because, you know, maybe there's like a, maybe there's some, I feel like with the Four of Cups also, this is like where you need to count your blessings. So I feel like there's possibly some things coming in from the past that's just kind of causing this, hesitation, you know what I mean? So, and it's not really hesitation, but I don't know how to describe it. But with all of these other 10s surrounding you, I can see in general the energy being really good. So I'm just going to throw your last clarifying card. Spirit, show me for the Cancers for the month of November 2016. The energy's going into the next month. And just show me an outcome if the advice is not taken for the Cancers. So if you're involved with a Cancer, you might want to, you know, focus on healing, you know, because it looks like that's what's happening anyway. All right, see, that's a delay. Okay, 7 of Wands. Spirits are saying, and Archangel Raphael is saying that, you know, this could literally cause the relationship to just kind of, you know, be at a standstill, you know, and also, you know, struggle. You know, unresolved issues with, you know, one another, and just, you know, so you definitely don't want that to happen. But I mean, the spirits already see you as just being really happy and complete for the month, and taking that energy into December, you know. But you know, I think that the advice is definitely, you need to take the advice, because I feel as though it creates a lot of burden on the relationship with this, you know, I mean, and this is somebody that's just quick to spit fire at you, you know what I mean? So, and you know, with this 7 of, it can cause stagnation. It's been causing stagnation, Cancer. So, or a Cancer partner, whoever you are. So you don't want stagnation. You want the 10 of Cups, which is happiness and completion. Okay. Well, thank you so much for watching, Cancer. Make sure again that you sub, and that if you want a reading, you can also email me. You can also now, if you want to email me just with general questions, you can email me at queenjamila941@gmail, and just all of my contact info is below. All right. Thank you for watching. Namaste.